Hello, my name is Tim Dunn and I'm the Mayor of Lilburn, and I'd like to thank you for viewing this video. It is a new way of continuing our town hall meetings, so thank you for being patient with us. I'd like to give special thanks to folks who had previously signed up on our website to receive push emails. We sent out to over 1,400 people a request for questions for this session. The response was excellent, and I will add that the appreciation level from the folks who received the request was very high, and the questions were thoughtful and reflected a love for Lilburn, so we're thankful for that. As each email arrived, I acknowledged that back to the sender, and in some cases answered their questions directly to them and told them that I would save the questions for inclusion in a town hall. A few of the questions required immediate action, so I forwarded those to staff to be handled. And that brings us to today's topics. First of all, citizens have been very frustrated by the inability to make appointments for their COVID vaccinations. And I empathize with that. My wife and I both finally got through the system and booked hours, and we have managed to get our first shots with a schedule for our second shot. But just to let you know, even our police department, who are classified as 1A, they're eligible. They have to go through the same process that we civilians do to get their appointments. So many of them are still waiting. There are no shortcuts. The problem has been a lack of supply. And the Gwinnett County Health Department, Dr. Arona, have diligently tried to put us in a better position to be more responsive. We know that as soon as the appointments open up, you begin pounding on your computer only to find that the appointments have all closed. We know that. The supply and the number of facilities administering the vaccine are increasing. Pharmacies are completing their service to nursing homes, so now they'll be able to give attention to the other 1A citizens. Even grocery store pharmacies are being supplied and will enter the supply chain. The former Gwinnett Place Sears store recently was made available for us to receive our vaccinations. So we are optimistic that the situation will continue to improve. There is a tremendous effort directed in getting us in a more responsive position. The city is in a weekly conference call with state and county health authorities, trying to stay up to date on all the issues associated with COVID. So we'll keep you up to date on that as well. Now, another area of interest is our mutual desire to attract excellent restaurants. And we find that the approach really is twofold. In recent months, as you're aware, Lilburn has been the focus of development and redevelopment, and detached single-family homes and townhomes have proliferated. Over 500 rooftops are either being built or planned, and the occupants of those residential areas, along with us, will be looking for dining experiences, among other amenities. And the city has been working with these developers to ensure quality, with features that make these residences desirable. The nearness of amenities will be a strong expectation for these homeowners. While the developers have been busy all over Lilburn, our Downtown Development Authority has purchased key properties in Old Town. The DDA exists by Georgia law and has the right to buy and hold properties for specific purposes. They currently are negotiating with multiple restaurants for new construction in Old Town. Additionally, the DDA has published a request for proposals, an RFP, for a brewery in the Builder Steel property on Railroad Avenue. So the twofold approach to restaurants and other amenities is to add rooftops and control the purpose of key properties through our DDA. Another partner with Lilburn in developing quality amenities is our Lilburn Community Improvement District, the LCID. The LCID is a group of commercial property owners along Highway 29 who have agreed to self-taxed and invest that money into upgrading that commercial corridor. Their board, their independent board, enhances the appearance, safety, security, streetscaping, pedestrian accommodation on Highway 29. And this raises interest in new commercial development in that corridor. Now, we admit that by adding new residential development, we will increase traffic and increase the demand on schools. The city keeps the various Department of Transportation authorities and the Gwinnett Public School System abreast of all our planned development. The DOT has a strong say in how a development ties into existing roadways. The school board plans their budget based on our forecast, along with other growth in Gwinnett. So we are aware of the pressures on those features, and we are keeping all the authorities abreast of our plans. Now, the last subject for this video is one that's really heavy on us, and that is the ability to have large events in the park. It's our nature to want to get together with family and friends, and at this point, even getting together with strangers would do. Well, the COVID protocol made it impossible to ensure the safety of citizens in large events like the 4th of July Sparkle in the Park. Lilburn Days also had to be canceled, and this added to the unpleasantness of dealing with COVID. We were able to continue many smaller events, though. Food Truck Tuesdays with a live band, Sprinkler Days for the kids, who knew? Cornhole League tournaments. The Agavera Parkside reopened. There are family events at the Gartrell Nash Pavilion. The Greenway Trails reopened. Walking your dog along those trails and in the park was always possible. The new children's playground reopened. The shoreline of our creek was available. The Adirondack chairs in the circle above the new restrooms became a conversation gathering point. And of course, watching the construction of the new pavilion. It is too early to tell whether there will be a 2021 Sparkle in the Park or a 2021 Lilburn Days. Our Community Development Department is moving forward with planning these events, and we continue to monitor CDC guidelines and the governor's orders. We're optimistic. We hope so. So let's do all we can to stop COVID, and we'll get on with all those good things. We do long for the day when we can get back together, shake hands, and see each other's smiles. Thank you for submitting questions, and thank you for taking the time to view this video. Stay in touch. We love Lilburn.